Hi, my name is Vsevolod and welcome to my art channel. Today I'm going to give you my review of this Huion Kamvas Pro 24 4K drawing tablet, which I bought with my own money. So this one is not sponsored and I will give you my honest opinion. If you want to see me unboxing and to see what is included in the box, you can watch my other video and also my review of the key accessory which came along with this drawing tablet is included as a separate video on this channel. So I'll give you some details which I think are the negative sides and positive sides of this tablet now. For this section of review I will be doing handheld freestyle. So first of all, the ports and the interfaces. We have HDMI and DisplayPort, Type-C and power cable, and two USB-A ports which on and headphone mini jack. So one of the ports is used by the receiver from the key dial, and other one can be used for some other receiver for your Bluetooth accessories, but I would not suggest to use it for any wired accessories. As you already know, this doesn't have a stand included, and I strongly suggest you to buy an arm to support it, which can be used to change the height. So this stand first of all allows you to use it as a monitor for the right height and in the back of your desk, and when you need to draw you can just change it and tilt downwards. If you need, you can lean it or make it more vertical oriented. You can rotate it. And this is very important for having a good posture and preventing any back injuries. You don't want to draw like this because it is very bad for your neck and your back. So you need to sit upright, and for sitting upright in the right posture, you're going to need your screen to be close to vertical, to have the right angle in your back, right angle in your knees and hands, and your hand using for drawing. One of the obvious differences from the Wacom competition is the size of the bezels, which are much narrower than on Wacom tablet. It saves a lot of space on the desk, and I didn't find much use of having wider bezels because you are rarely supporting your hand for drawing on the edge of the screen. Most of the time you will be drawing in the center of the screen, and the peripheral parts will be occupied by the reference images, by the elements of the UI of the programs you're using, and if you need to use some of those elements, you can hover your hand and just push them. But this thickness of the bezels is useful for holding your tablet tight when you need to change the angle. And also, if you are drawing on side of the screen, not in strictly center area, you will bring some wobbliness to this construction, and you can use your other hand just to support it. It looks very wobbly on the video, I think, but in real life when you're drawing, you're putting your weight with your hand, you're controlling with your other hand, and it is very stable and doesn't shake enough to be noticeable. The pen itself is good. I didn't find any wrong things with it. I had experience with Wacom tablets and Wacom pens. This one definitely looks not as premium, but in terms of drawing experience I didn't find any differences. The screen is glossy, but not too much to give any reflections of the light in the room. So it is not bothersome, but gives enough clarity. Regarding the resolution, this one came as a 4K version, which gives me ability to use it downscaled, but with enough pixel density not to notice any pixelation and to see clearly all the interface elements. Is it necessary? I don't think so, but if you can afford it, it is a welcome bonus. So if you're tight on budget, I would suggest to go with a cheaper version of QHD, which is a 2021 version of Kamvas 24 Pro, because this is Kamvas Pro 24 4K. the naming is a bit confusing. I know. What can I add? I didn't experience any issues using this tablet for this month. The pen is very responsive, nothing lags, no obstructions during drawing, it's very smooth. The included glove is useful, but you can buy any other one for your size. And I definitely recommend using gloves because it makes your drawing experience much smoother. I think the biggest negative for me is that the included periphery is not adequate. I mean, the cables also matched it during my unboxing, but I want to stress it again because I will show you now. The power cable to release the port from stretching I fixed with this thing, but the USB Type-C cable is very stiff and I cannot bend it with this tight curve. So it is loose at the moment and it is giving some stress for the ports. And if you will use the HDMI or DisplayPort, I think those cables are even thicker and they will stress the ports more, which is bad because these ports are usually soldered to the board directly and not via the ribbon cable. So any flexing in the long run can lead to port breaking off from the board. So about the length. Type-C cable is long enough to have it placed in the upper part of the arm and then it comes out and connects to my MacBook. Regarding the power cable, it has a thin part which is not long enough to connect through the whole arm, so it goes only through the upper part, and I stitched the power brick to the lower part of the arm and then the thick cord goes out. So definitely I will need to buy the replacement for the Type-C cable to use it with the MacBook, but not any Type-C cable is appropriate because it needs enough bandwidth to drive 4K, and it is definitely not cheap, so I am considering which options are available, and this would be a hefty accessory considering that it costs almost as much as it costed for me to buy this arm. So my conclusions. This tablet is a great, valuable alternative to Wacom product, which is much cheaper than their tablets in this size and resolution. It has useful accessories like this key dial. The pen is great, no questions, the screen is bright. The only downside are the cable length included in the box. It is very short and barely usable, so you need to buy replacements. And it doesn't have included stand, it has only built-in legs which are useful only for drawing in this position, which is very bad for your neck and your back. So definitely buy the arm for using it in the upright position, and this also will double it as a proper monitor because you can swing it back in the high position, bring it close in the low position, change the swivel. So in the very important moment my Mac decided to go to sleep. Haha. Where we stop? Okay, as I said, the bezel size is adequate and you definitely need not bigger ones. And the 4K resolution is a great bonus, but if you're on budget, definitely not that much important to overpay for it, and you can go with the Kamvas 24 Pro QHD resolution of the 2021. Good tablet, good value for money. I would say it's not best value for money because the lower resolution is much better value, because 4K is a nice bonus to look at the screen at this proximity without noticing any pixelation, because it is now downscaled to the QHD, because in native 4K you won't be able to use it as all the UI will be just minuscule. As I said, I recommend it. Purchased with my own money. I am happy with my purchase. If you are having any more questions regarding this tablet, you can put them down in the comments and I will try to answer as many as I can. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a like to this video for YouTube to promote it, and tell me what you think about this tablet in the comments. Thank you very much. Bye bye.